Hey guys, and welcome to my channel Astrology Infinity. This is Vasu, and today I'm going to start a new series that is the yogas in astrology. And we are going to, in this series, we are going to cover some of the important yogas like Gajakesari Yoga, Buddhaditya Yoga, the Panch Mahapurush Yogas, the Saraswati Yoga, and etc. etc. So, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe below, hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any of my videos, any of my latest videos on Vedic astrology. So, Gajakesari Yoga. What is Gajakesari Yoga? Well, this is one of the very common and very important yogas in Vedic astrology. It is formed when there is a connection between the moon and the Jupiter. Both moon and Jupiter are benefic planets, and when moon and Jupiter are in mutual kendra from each other, that is when Jupiter in the is in conjunction with moon, or Jupiter is in the fourth house from the moon, or seventh house from the moon, or 10th house from the moon, this yoga, which is known as the Gajakesari Yoga, is formed. It is one of the most important yogas in Vedic astrology, and it is also a quite common yoga. Almost every third individual has a Gajakesari Yoga because moon remains in one sign for 2.5 days. So every third person has a Gajakesari Yoga. According to the Vedic scriptures, an individual who has a Gajakesari Yoga will be famous, will receive wealth from government. In old days it was the king, but in the present day and age, the king is equivalent to the government. So people having this yoga are mostly seen to have good government jobs. Even if you don't have a government job, if your this yoga is not very strong, then still you can have very good private or public sector job. So this is one of the very important yogas. This yoga, as I've already told you, is a very common yoga. So it's not that everyone who has this yoga will be a government servant, or everyone who has this yoga is going to have lots and lots of wealth and riches. It actually depends upon the degree of the moon and the Jupiter, how close they are, if they are in conjunction, or even if they are in kendra from each other, then how close they are to the degrees at which the moon and Jupiter are. Well, this yoga will fructify if will fructify fully if both Jupiter and moon are exalted, or if both are having very high dignity. If you have this yoga in your lagna chart, your moon chart, as well as your navamsha chart, then this is a very strong indication that you are going to be successful and you are going to receive huge amount of fame. If either of the planets, that is moon or Jupiter, is debilitated or is in a weak dignity, then the result of this yoga is being hammered and you don't receive the fullest result of this yoga. One more thing we have to see is that both of Jupiter and moon are benefic planets, and any affliction to either of them would reduce the impact, or sorry, would reduce the effects of this yoga. Like for example, if Rahu is in conjunction with moon, or Rahu is in conjunction with Jupiter, so there will be a Gajakesari Yoga if moon and Jupiter are in mutual kendra to each other. But since there is an affliction on moon, therefore the result of the Gajakesari Yoga will not be the same as it would have been without Rahu being there. Similarly, with any malefic planet like Rahu, Ketu, Mars, Saturn, if any of the malefic planet has an affliction over moon or Jupiter, the Gajakesari Yoga and its effect would be reduced. None of the planets, the moon and the Jupiter, should be combust. that is, they should not be very close to Jupiter, very close to Sun. When they are very close to Sun, the planet gets combust and all its good deeds are burnt by the heat of the Sun. So for this yoga to fructify, none of the planets should be combust, none of the planets should be debilitated. It's not that if a planet is debilitated or if a planet is combust, that this yoga is completely finished. No, it's not that. You are going to receive the effect of this yoga, but at a very small level. So if this yoga can give someone huge amount of fame, can make them hero masters in their field, it may not do the same to you. So you have to see the dignity of the planets, you have to see the strength of the planets in the Navamsha. Also, if this yoga is formed in the Lagna Kundali as well as the Navamsha, that's a very good indication that you are going to be successful. Yeah, the success would be rendered to you during this period. Now the question comes, when does this yoga actually fructifies? Most of the people have Gajakesari yoga. So when will be the period that you will gain wealth, you will gain vehicles, you will get a government job? That actually depends on the dashas and the mahadashas. The best period for this yoga to fructify is the mahadasha of either Jupiter or Moon, and the antardasha of either Moon or Jupiter. That's the best period. Some amount of result you can even get in the pratyanta dasha and the sukshma pratyanta dasha. Sukshma pratyanta dasha is, I don't think it should be actually matter, because it's a very small period, so that won't actually make a difference unless you win a lottery, although this yoga is not about winning a lottery. So the best time period is the one when you are running through the mahadasha of Jupiter or Moon and the antardasha of Moon or Jupiter, or vice versa. That's the time period when this yoga actually fructifies. Now there are four conditions for this yoga. Firstly, Moon and Jupiter can be conjunct. Secondly, Moon and Jupiter is in the fourth house from the Moon. Thirdly, Jupiter is seventh from the Moon, and fourthly, Jupiter is 10th from the Moon. For each case, there is a different result depending upon where your Jupiter is with respect to the Moon. Suppose your Moon and Jupiter are conjunct together. This means that these people, through their work, through their personality, whatever they have learned, they are going to utilize it through their education. They are going to utilize their education, and they are going to be successful and rich. If Jupiter is in the fourth from the Moon, then this is an indication that these people will receive help from their home. They will receive some kind of financial help or moral help or enthusiasm from their home, from their families, and they will be successful. They will reach the top zenith during the period, the Shahs and the Mahadasha and the Antardasha of Jupiter and Moon. If your Jupiter is in the seventh from the Moon, then these people gain through their marriage, and it is observed that they get lucky after they get married, and they rise in their career or rise at their workplace after their marriage. Their married partner, their spouse, is really supportive, and spouse is one of the causes for them for their rise in their life. If Jupiter is in 10th from the Moon, then these people are quite hardworking. It is seen that these people are quite hardworking, and they, through their efforts, through their work, they become successful. They get wealthy. So you have to see where your Jupiter is from the Moon. You have to see the dignity of both the planets in the Lagna chart as well as in the Navamsha. It's best that none of the planets is afflicted. That's the best kind of Gajakesari yoga, and you have to wait for the period. If you have already ran out of the period Mahadasha of the Jupiter or Moon, then you have to wait for the next Mahadasha. So guys, this was my general prediction about the Gajakesari yoga. There's quite a lot other things to be seen though before jumping on to any of the conclusions. So if you guys like this video, please hit the like button, share the video so that more and more people can join us, and stay tuned for some really interesting yogas. And also, I told you I'm going to start a series on the houses in astrology. I'm going to do that soon. So, guys, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.